When it comes to capturing memories like this, like baby's first Christmas or grandbabies being born or kids all lined up enjoying some family time together, you need a professional quality camera. This is the easiest camera that you could ever pick up in terms of that DSLR range of cameras, and honestly, it is unbelievable the picture quality that you get with this. There's a lot of upgrades into our best ever camera today's special value for the year. It is the Canon Rebel T5 18 megapixel DSLR. Over 35,000 T5 spoken for. Those are some of the gals that work at our studio operations desk. And not only are you capturing, pictures and images, but you're capturing moments. Oscar Duval is here with us as our guest and expert. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to this today's special value every year.
It's an amazing camera. I got to tell you, when it comes to cameras, Canon definitely has, hands down, one of the best lens systems out there, and they're almost considered legacy cameras. Right. So if you're looking for a good DSLR camera, and I'll even say it, there's like 2 big camps out there, and Canon is one of them. It's definitely a good choice.
Yeah, I think so too. It's easy to operate. Pat and I were both impressed with the fact that when we first got our cameras, neither of us like to read instructions.
Okay.
I do better with pictures.
It's all 3 of us.
We did not have to look at them. You pick it up, you put your USB, your megapixel card in there, and then just enjoy taking the pictures. So let me just go through all that you're going to receive and talk a little bit about some choices that you have here too. First of all, you're going to get the camera itself, and that by itself would sell in the stores for about $449, so it's quite a deal when you think about everything else that you're getting. 2 lenses, an 18 to 55 millimeter, a 75 to 300 millimeter lens. You're also going to get the USB cable. You're going to get a lithium-ion battery with it, a 32 gigabyte SD card. You're going to get the strap with it and a bag, and the bags are going to have your choice of colors. We'll go through those as well. And then a software bundle that is valued at just about $280. So a lot of choices there. In terms of colors, here's your choices, and all of them are fabulous. If you want to go with the black, we've got the solid black for you, and that way it is non-gender specific. Anybody can carry it. Next to that, you have a gray kind of a great 2-toned look with the khaki and black combo. Right behind that, your purple and black. Next to that is your red and black. And then we have 2 print choices, the zebra or gray chevron, I should say. And here's an update on that, by the way. We had about 1,800 to start, only 300 to go around there. And then finally, we have it in the leopard. So it looks like that chevron is going to be the first one to go. 6 easy payments of the $83.32. You really can't beat this deal. It's the lowest price DSLR today's special value that we have this year. And here's how it breaks down. As I mentioned before, $449 would just be the price for the camera. The lens combinations in camera bag and SD card, which is an upgrade, would be $277, and the software bundle with everything you get in this today's special value would be $281.99. Over $1,000 retail value for 1 day only. You get it for $499.92.
So,
hello.
Hey. Why, hello.
Hi, Oscar.
Oh, that's going to be a perfect photo right there.
Right here.
Can I take the shot? Okay, you ready?
Absolutely.
So 1, 2, 3, and perfect. So look at that shot. That is considered like a perfect
That is a perfect shot. That is a really good picture.
Everybody has perfect hair, perfect smiles, and perfect shots. So
and let's be a good camera, believe us.
just missing one thing. I should have been in there too. But
oh yeah, well that's true. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Oscar, I so love, like Jane said, we wait, and hopefully you do too, for QVC to come up with their Cyber Monday Today special value. We've done the homework. Hopefully you've done the homework. If you know nothing else about cameras, you know the name of Canon and the quality of what you're going to get. I love that you call it a legacy camera. So now we know if we're going to gift this to someone who's not going to put it on automatic like I did all weekend long, and it was so easy, breezy, I could use it without reading the instructions, but someone like my niece who is going to major in that when she goes off to college, this is the camera that she can continue to add on to
Yeah,
with
you
different lenses.
Right, you definitely can with this. And like I like what you guys said, you opened up the box and you basically just started testing it out. You didn't have to read the directions.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
And the reason why, technically you should read the directions, but if you don't want to read the directions, none of us read directions.
I've had it for 4 years. I have yet to read
Well,
a
isn't
direction.
there a DVD, that instructional DVD?
There's actually
with
an
it, too?
instructional DVD, but none of us read directions. We're not
No.
good with directions. But this is all you have to do. On the camera, there's a little green mode. So if you turn your camera off to the side, look at that see that little spot where that little green mark is? That's the auto everything. If you leave it on that, it'll make it as easy as your cell phone, as easy as that point and shoot camera. And most of us, here's the secret. Most of us use that little green mode. I use the green mode.
I use the green mode, too.
And purposely. And people will still look at me like, wow, you're a professional. And I just look at them like, okay, sure, why not? But no, it's that little green mode makes everything simpler for you. Now, the nice thing about this too is that it comes with 2 lenses. You're going to get your 18 to 55 lens.
Right.
Now, with this lens, you want to use this maybe like indoors.
Right.
Right. And with this lens that's on here, that's your big zoom lens. This is going to be that 75 to 300 millimeter lens, and that gives you the capabilities to zoom in really far. Let's say you're in. Let's say you're in the bleachers and your children are doing like a play and they're all the way on the other side.
This brings them closer to
So it brings them so much closer. No one looks like ants. You can see the detail of everybody, and that's why you get that second lens. And Canon even upgraded that lens, so now it's super quiet, super fast.
And super easy to change.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty simple. So
Yeah.
to change out a lens, this is all you do. See that little button that's on the camera? Press that. Grab your next lens, and all you do is you line it up. And once you line it up, snaps into
Click,
place.
and done.
And now, that's all you do.
And I love
I know,
that
don't we all love that?
rapid fire mode when you
Yeah.
can actually capture moments. So a couple things. We want to go through all the features and
Sure.
talk in detail about those, just because if you are on your computer right now and you are kind of doing comparison shopping, here's what this package and this
Okay.
camera offers.
Well, you're topped out with an 18 megapixel. You have that easy automatic advanced setting knob. It's going to come with 2 lenses. You're going to get that 18 to 55 millimeter zoom. You're also going to get that 75 to 300 millimeter zoom. And it's also an upgraded lens too. You're going to get that continuous shooting. So you're going to do about 3 shots per second with this camera. And this is also going to be your camcorder. You're going to be able to do 1080p in high definition video. So no more carrying a camcorder, no more carrying like a separate
Life
camera
would be
in your
so good with
So
this.
everything's going to be in it. Nice thing about this too, it's also considered a fast camera. It does 3 shots per
Per
second.
second, you can hear the clicking over
So
there.
you can
Pat's
actually
got.
capture the perfect moment every time.
Right.
And I kind of have a little demo if you guys want
Yeah,
to
do
do
you want to
it.
play with
You guys
it?
want to try
Absolutely.
it? Okay.
Sure.
So I have, since it is the season, I have a little snow here.
Ah,
So I'm going to ask you guys to come over here.
Okay, do
and
it over here.
And I
Okay.
think both of us would be perfect for this.
Okay.
So right about here, and I'm going to set my camera to sports mode. Now the reason why you would use sports mode, well, sporting events.
You know where this is going.
I
If
know.
you have kids, if you have
Keep my
like
mouth shut.
pets that are always running around. So
Listen,
well,
if you have ballerinas twirling around, if you have that baseball player, if you
The
have that
basketball,
basketball player
yes.
going up for the shot, what do you usually get? That part or this part?
Or-
you don't get it all.
or it's
Or
usually
you
like
miss
a
the
big
whole
old
blur,
blur
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
So you never
exactly.
capture the moment. Well,
Yeah.
with Canon, you always capture the moment.
All right.
So I'm going to count to like 1,
Ready?
2, 3.
Okay.
So
Okay.
on 1,
Close your eyes.
2, 3. that was perfect. So
I'll get that later.
We'll get that later.
okay. So here's the photo. So maybe that's not the one I want. Do I want to go to a different one? I think I do. No, that's not it. Let's
Wrong
go,
way.
Let's go to
Right.
this one. Is it this one?
There it is.
You know what? No, I kind of like that one.
That one is good.
cool
Yeah,
is
you
that?
can
Looks
actually
pretty
see it
cool.
suspended in
So
there.
no, I think that one's even better.
Oh, that's good.
That looks pretty cool too. And basically what you do is you pick out the one. See, now that looks like something out of Frozen right there. I mean, it looks magical. You're throwing
Do you
it right in
wanna
the
throw a
air.
hand of snow?
Yes. Okay, yeah, I
You
guess
have
you
some
could
on
be
your
out of Frozen.
eyelashes
Do
left.
I have some on my
Yes.
eyelashes?
But,
you.
okay, well, we'll help you.
Yeah.
No, it's
With
fine.
that?
I don't really
Okay.
care.
Will you show us some of the pictures that you brought in?
Sure.
Because I think what happens many times is we get accustomed to the convenience of our cell phone. But as Jane Brown, you proved this weekend, then you're disappointed. Or like me, I've held on to the same point and shoot camera for 10 years because I've been buying this in my mind. I just have never done
Okay.
it. So I've missed graduation pictures, you know, the first day of college, all that stuff. Why am I going to miss any more?
See, that makes sense. And a lot of us shoot more photos now, but we use our cell phones.
Yeah.
The problem with cell phones is it's trapped on your cell phone, and eventually maybe you'll put it on a website, so you don't really save it at home somewhere, and eventually your kids, maybe 10, 15 years from now, are going to say, where are all my photos?
Yeah.
And what do you tell them?
Did you take any pictures of me when I was a kid?
They're like, don't you love me?
Yeah.
And
No,
so-
they're on my cell phone. Oh, that cell phone, I lost it.
Yes.
Or I accidentally
I deleted everything.
deleted.
So as you're looking at these pictures, the other thing I want to make assure everybody is, since you're talking about where do the pictures go, to transfer your photographs onto your computer so that you can print them and
look at
play
that
with them and all
picture.
that takes seconds. The USB card comes out and goes into most USB, not what I say.
Like memory card
The
readers.
memory card
USB.
readers go into the computer.
Or the
It-
printer.
It
Yes.
recognizes it immediately, pulls up the information, allows you to capture all the pictures, and then you can do what you want with them. It takes seconds to do. It pops right back in, and you're back to taking photographs.
And
Right.
Oscar, isn't this the card that we gave everybody that will hold 14,000 photos
Yes.
before you even have to do that?
Normally, when
Right.
when we have a camera, it's usually like 8 gigs of memory. Sometimes you'll even see one that's 16. We're giving you 32 gigs of memory. So 14,000 photos. That's a lot of photos on one card.
right.
You can also do high definition video. But all you do is you can pop this card out and put it into a computer or any other device, or plug a cable into a PC if you like.
Right.
But this just drops right inside the camera itself, and that's it.
That's
and
it.
now you're ready to start
It's awesome.
shooting away.
All right, so just to review, if you're just joining us, our today's special value is the lowest price, best value of a today's special value Canon DSLR camera that we're going to have this year. You're going to get the camera. You're going to get 2 lenses. One will be the 18 to 55 millimeter, then you get that big 75 to 300 millimeter lens. A USB cable, you get the lithium ion battery, 32 gigabyte SD card this year, so that's
Huge.
the bigger card. A strap and your choice of bags, as well as a software bundle that's valued at over $280. The bag choices include 2 prints, the leopard and the chevron, which if you want that gray chevron at this point, there are fewer than 250 of those to go around. The next row includes the red, then the purple. Next to that is your tan and then your black choice. So if you want the all black, which is also popular today. The fact that you actually get that bag with it, I think, is a huge value because you've got to be able to safely transport your bag. And here again, $449 for just the camera alone. But if you add the 2 lenses and the SD card, you're talking another $277. And the software bundle, as I mentioned, is valued at over $280. All told, this package and bundle would cost you over $1,000 if you were to try to put this together a la carte. And we have it here with 6 payments of only $83.32, so under $500 for one of the best cameras that we offer here at QVC.
And we actually are taking a shot just real quick of some of the things you can do with the software that you're going to get.
Right, you can actually do that with the software, and you're actually going to get like $50 of play money towards any of these little projects. So if you want a pillow, with a little with your pet on there or your kids, you can have it done automatically. They'll send it to you. You can actually have your cell phone cases done up with your own favorite photos.
That would be cool.
And even photos that you hang up on a wall. Because here's the problem nowadays. We're becoming very social media oriented, but where's the photos that you put up on the wall? Where's the photos that you put in that picture frame? Where's that tactile feel that you put in the photo album and scrapbooking? I gotta tell you, I miss that. I miss having something like that in my
In
hand.
your hand, yeah. In
'cause-
frames, on the piano, and all that stuff.
Because I have to tell you, it loses something when I have to show my cell phone to somebody like, oh, here's my photos.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kind of want to have the real thing in your hand.
All right, so let's go back to the photos. I have to tell you what I loved about this is image stabilization, because I do
Yes.
this when I take a picture. And so all of my pictures are like, the part I wanted is halfway cut off.
Well, that's actually perfect that you actually said that. The image stabilization that's built into that 18 to 55 lens makes big use, especially when you're somebody that's taking shots at nighttime. Now, me personally, I don't like using a flash. I think if you use a flash, it kind of washes
disturbs
people
the
out.
situation.
It just sometimes doesn't look natural.
It blows it out sometimes.
I like that natural light,
night portrait.
even if it's only done by candlelight. To
look at
me,
that.
it's artsy. It just looks good. It makes it look professional.
Well, then
So-
you've really captured what's happening, in
happening.
the moment.
well, that's a beautiful thing about this camera. It can handle low light. This isn't using a flash. This is done by candles on a birthday cake. This is done by the little lights from the Christmas tree. So the cool thing about this is that it can handle it.
Oh my gosh, she's an angel.
But look at the detail.
Beautiful.
It didn't gray out. It's not faded. So the quality is detailed. It looks good. And it's done at nighttime. With point and shoots, you can't do this.
Yeah.
With your cell phones, very difficult to do this. You can't do this. So if you're looking for something that just gives you photos that are amazing, and this is no flash. This is just done with the
diaper
light
baby.
from the Christmas tree.
That is amazing.
It finds light.
I actually
you.
did the same thing as soon as I finished decorating my first tree. Took some pictures last night,
Okay.
and they're on my Facebook page, so you can see the pictures that I took with my Canon.
And you did it with
EOS.
a Canon, too.
I did it with my EOS Rebel last night as soon as I finished.
Okay.
And it's just an amazing camera because it's so easy to control it and manipulate the type of photos that you put in here. One of my best favorite photos that I've ever taken, actually I have two. One was of the tip-off at my Chelsea, who plays basketball.
Okay.
That one,
And
yeah.
I captured that moment where her hands were 4 or 5 inches higher than the other girl.
Okay.
We got the ball. And then also the eagle picture that I found. I took I saw a bald eagle in my backyard. I ran and got my Canon. I put my big 300 millimeter lens on it.
Perfect.
And you should see how clear that photograph
So
is.
you were able to capture the memory.
Couldn't have gotten that on my cell phone or any other point and
Well,
shoot.
you could have, but everybody would have looked like ants.
Yeah.
It would
Or
have been
they'd be like, well, that looks like a hawk. That's not an eagle.
But you know what? Like those photos on your cell phones, they do look good. Don't get me wrong. When it's on a cell
There's a
phone,
place for them,
it,
too.
It looks okay. But when you're trying to capture the moment, when you're trying to do things like, give me 1 second, I'll show you. When you're trying to do things like.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to use myself as a ruler. I'm allowed to laugh at myself because
you're
I'm
so
making the
funny.
joke.
Yeah.
This is 5 foot. I'm 5'3". So to kind of give you an idea, I can go from a small little photo to something that's this big. Now I was able to blow up the image. It's 18 megapixels, but even if you get in close, all the details there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, the bark on the tree is amazing. You can see the details in the fine color of her hair.
Look at the little
her
strands
eyes.
of her hair just flowing off to the side. That's something you can't do with other cameras. You can't do that with your cell phone. So this is true detail. If I can blow something up that's this big, that's 5 foot, you know you're getting a good quality camera.
Good call. All right, well, we've got Becky who's on the line from Kansas, and we're going to welcome her into Fashionably Early. Becky,
Hi,
how are
Becky.
you?
Hey, Becky.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty
We're doing
good.
great.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
calling. Are you thinking about picking up our Today's Special Value?
I did. I've
Oh,
already
good.
picked it up.
Good for
yes.
you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Will it be for you, Becky?
Yes, it will be for me.
Good, good. Well, what made you jump in?
Well, I am the picture taker in my family, and I'm just really doing it for my cell phone.
Ooh,
So
okay.
this will be a good camera.
My gosh.
You're going to be blown
Becky,
away.
you
at the
are going to
upgrade.
be out of your mind.
You just did a
having
major
fun.
upgrade there.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm real excited to get it, and so the family can love me even more when I show up at Christmas with a brand new camera.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
that's so
That's
cool.
great.
And Becky, the cool thing is Jane is talking about, she has the model that's a couple years old. Even the back on the screen, I mean, you can look through the little shutter window. It has a big...
Just like the pros do.
Yeah, a big readout on the back. But the nice thing for me was as you change the different modes, I didn't have to remember what's that symbol mean because it plays out
tells you
on the
everything
display.
on
It
there.
actually says it right on the back
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Right.
So that makes it a
you
lot
can
simpler when
really
you're taking
play.
your shots.
It's
Oh,
real,
perfect.
kinda
I'm
walks you
really
through
looking
it.
forward to getting that.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be so
Enjoy
awesome
it.
for
And
you.
which color did you pick in the case?
I went ahead and got the gray
Oh,
since
good,
it
the
was
chevron. Yeah.
Good thing you were
Read it-
watching
running
this
down.
morning.
I
Yep,
like
yep,
it because
I was.
I think
so.
you'll be able to determine what case is yours in
Yes.
case there's a whole sea of black cases. You'll be able to tell exactly which one is yours, so that's good.
Yes,
Terrific.
it's,
Have fun
like
with
I
all
said,
the
I'm really
software.
looking forward to getting it.
Terrific.
Well, we're glad
Happy
you decided to pick it up
holidays, Becky.
today. Enjoy it, and happy holidays to you and your family.
Thank you. You too. You guys have a good Christmas.
Thank you.
Thanks, Becky.
Bye-bye.
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 You know, the other nice thing about this that I find very frustrating when I go to the stores is, first of all, I don't know what I'm looking for, and I don't know what I need to buy. So sometimes when you go out and you buy things a la carte, as Jane said, you come home and you don't have the right thing. So that
Right,
person
something's
opens up the
missing.
gift
Right.
on Christmas Eve, if you said they could open it then, and they can't use it. The other thing is that restocking fee. We don't believe in a restocking fee here. We want you to be happy with it. So you can get it actually home for that first easy pay offer and free shipping and handling. And even if you're shopping with us for the first time, you can spread those payments out over all those months. And if you don't like it at the end of January, or someone goes, well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted, no worries. And this is the latest in the DSLR. I don't have to worry about it being like really old or last year's model or there's
No,
something wrong with it. It was
not
just our
antiquated,
Cyber
no.
Monday offer.
Right. So this is the deal that we were able to pull with Canon, and what Canon even did, they basically gave you even a better lens. So the lens that they gave you, which is the 75 to 300, it's quieter, it's faster, and sharper, so you can get a better quality system when you're taking your photos. So great when it comes to low light. It has a high megapixel, so if you want to blow up your photos, but it's really about capturing, like moments like these. So there's gonna be times that, this photo in the future is still gonna look great. I mean, even if they come out with newer technology, you're gonna look back at this photo and you're gonna say, that was a precious moment.
And they're going to say, oh, remember that guy that I met in 5th grade, and we promised that we were going to, fall in love, and
they'll say, like, we still have the
20
candy
years
canes
from
or
now,
anything like that.
yeah.
So.
They're married, they've got the kids of
The
their
kids.
own. That's the kind of thing that you want to hold on
How
to
cute is
forever.
that?
So
Yeah.
that's adorable. That's actually a really cool shot. So whoever came up with that idea to do the heart, kudos. That's definitely something
Now
that's...
we're all doing that.
Yeah, we're all going to do it now.
Well, you're not going to do it if you don't have the right
look at that one.
camera to capture the moment. So today is the day to do it. This is the best value in a today's special value camera that we're going to have this year. 6 easy payments of $83.32. You get so much with this. The 2 lenses, the SD
effect.
card. I hear you, I know. You get all of the software that you're going to need to really get started and enjoy it. And when I tell you, and Pat will tell you the same thing, it is so easy to operate this camera. And it's also easy to
Not
take
intimidating.
the information from your camera and transfer it into your computer. It couldn't be any simpler. The nice thing about it is that you're getting over $1,000 worth of products with this bundle today here at QVC. The Rebel by itself would sell for $449. We're offering you 2 lenses as well as the camera bag and SD card. That would be another $277 in the stores. And then the software bundle, as I mentioned, would be $281 and change. Total retail value, $1,000 and change, and we're giving it to you for under $500, so for 50% of what you would expect to pay if you tried to build this bundle yourself. Yes, I love the fact that the lenses from Canon, any Canon lens will work with this EOS.
Yeah, so you have that Canon glass. So the glass really makes it really important when you're taking photos. The better the glass, the better the images. Very simply, it pops right on. Now, you have choices of over 60 different lenses out there, even old lenses. This lens is from 1966, and I can use this with my camera. It's a legacy camera. It's designed with
love that you
older...
called it that, yeah.
Because you can use old lenses with this and really take advantage of some really cool effects.
Effects of what they did. Yeah,
Now,
that lens is older than you.
if you'll have
I know.
it's like a
Isn't that
brick.
crazy?
I
No,
mean,
she
it's
didn't
so
say
So
big.
just as I was going
yeah.
to say an update. Go ahead.
Yeah. Here's the update. The Chevron, if you want it, make sure you're dialing in. Fewer than 200 remain. It will go in advanced orders, but you'll have to wait an extra 2 weeks, and who wants to wait? Can I go back? Oscar, you were showing us, and I was oohing and awing, and I apologize. I couldn't resist it. But those are moments that are lost. Like my dad
That's
is passed
true.
now, and I wish I had more pictures of him. So instead of waiting on it like I've done for all these years, go ahead and jump in, try it, get it home, pay the first payment on it. It's free shipping and handling. you know, and do your research. It's a Canon, it's a DSLR. It is the best camera value that we've offered all year. And think about that. Maybe these kids are all grown up now, but you've captured that moment, the way the exact moment was. Look at that.
So that's the moment that you're talking about.
Pop-up.
You want to capture those generation moments because you know what? This is what he is going to appreciate 10, 15 years from now. He's going to see that photo and you know, it might make him tear up a little bit, but it's going to be those moments that it says, you know what, that was my pop-pop. That's what's important to him.
Every Throwback Thursday, when I'm looking at for pictures of myself, and I'm thinking, wow, these were terrible, the pictures that were taken when we were younger. And now you can look at them and tell the difference when you have the right kind of camera. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. Look how beautiful these images are. They're point and shoot in terms of the ease of use, but then professional quality, action shots, low light shots. It covers the full gamut. Nature, there's actually a flower and nature mode in this camera. So there's so many things you can do with it. It's a lot of fun. Free shipping and handling, so you're saving a $15 on that. It's just that today is the day to do it because we know it's Cyber Monday and this is when it's crunch time, December 1st. There's less than 25 days now for you to make your purchases. Don't miss out on this great offer.
And we've done all the research for you. This is the best camera value. You're going to get right down to the upgrade in that card, so you don't even have to go out. All you have to do is, if you want to give it on Christmas Eve, charge the battery. Everything will be there.
Right, so you don't have to go and buy anything extra. Your cables are in there, your batteries in there, your memory card's in there. Think about it, that memory card, well, 14,000 photos that you can actually, that's a lot of photos on Christmas morning, Christmas Eve, so you can take tons and tons of photos. Now, I know you might say, I have a cell phone and the quality is great. Well, let me show you the difference between your cell phone and the difference in your camera. So right now, this is your cell phone, and it looks good. It's not bad. I think it looks like a nice shot. Well, here's the Canon shot. Can you tell the difference?
Oh my God. It's like without my glasses, with my glasses.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But we're conditioned. We have been conditioned to think this is awesome.
We have been settling for that is what we're doing, where we can actually capture moments and images, the things that you see in your eye and your head and your mind and your memory, and now you can actually print that.
So you can
and
actually see
capture
the
it
difference.
and see it and enjoy it again.
Well, you know what? We're waking up. I just want to jump in and say now 150 of the Chevron. We've never done the choice of bags. We thought you would all like that. But if you want the Chevron bag, before it goes on advanced orders, make sure you're dialing in now, 150. Oscar, we've got about 2 minutes left. What else do we need to cover?
Okay, I would pretty much, just to clarify maybe on the lenses, so we have a cool little thing over there. So we'll show you what the lenses do to kind of give you an idea why you could swap out different lenses. So we have this big old screen here that says Canon, and to kind of give you an idea what each lens does. So this one right here is that big 75 to 300 millimeter. So let me bring up our little camera so we can see it. And here's our camera. And let me see what we have.
Oh, cool.
Okay, well, can you click that little X for me?
Yep.
Perfect. So let's see, here we go. So we go to our little lenses to kind of give you an idea.
Okay.
All right, so this is our big zoom lens. So to kind of give you an idea what this does, it's a 75 to 300 millimeter. So when I click here, so here's my photo, this is how far I can zoom in with this lens.
Look at the difference.
Yeah,
Wow.
so this is what this big guy does.
Wow.
Now, the standard lens is over on this side.
Right.
So we're going to show you, it's called the 18 to 55 millimeter lens. This is like your everyday lens.
So there's the photograph.
Yeah, so if you click on it,
18.
so that's your everyday. So if you're doing portrait shots,
That's like
close-ups,
an in-the-house shot, too.
Right.
Like you figure from the living room to the kitchen, that distance
Yes.
is about in that range. So when you're, thinking about the photos you're going to take of your family and friends for the holidays, this is probably the standard lens. The 75 to 300 is the
that.
one that allowed me to capture a picture of that eagle in my backyard.
Your kids at graduation,
Yeah,
your child on the
basketball game.
football field,
Yes.
in the middle of a basketball game.
So and think about it. This is basically like a complete kit. If you, in the future, if you ever want to add more lenses, by all means, you can pick them off of those auction websites.
And we
You
have
can
a
use the
ton of
old
great lenses available on our website, too. You
Yeah,
can find
you can
some
pick up
more
all the
on
new stuff that's out there
QVC.com.
too.
Right.
So you definitely have a lot of choices what you
Right.
can use this for.
So let's talk about the value and the choices, Miss Jane.
Okay.
Right, as we carefully step over
I know,
the
we're like
snow.
trying to, it's like a, obstacle course here. Okay, so
Snow
here's
that
the
doesn't melt.
offer that you're receiving. First of all, you're getting the T5. That normally would sell for $449 by itself. You're getting 2 lenses, one the 75 300 to 300 millimeter, then you're also getting the 18 to 55 millimeter lens. You're getting a USB cable, which is down there. You're also getting a 32 gig SD card, and that is larger than what we had offered before, so like 14,000 photographs. You get the strap. You're actually getting a software bundle valued at over $280, and your choice of cases. So the chevron in the gray is continued to be very popular. Now we're down to only 125 remaining there. We have the leopard, there's purple, red, khaki, and black, and you get that included with your today's special value. As I said, the EOS Rebel T5 sells for $449 normally by itself. The lens package with camera and SD card would be another $277, and that software bundle, $281. So for this configuration, if you were to try to put it together a la carte, it would cost you over $1,000. Here you get it for $499.92.
Okay, we got.
And you can do selfies.
Okay, well, we got to make that photo perfect. All right, now it's perfect. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, okay, it's all right. Okay, and
I'm impressed.
All right, we got it. All right, so it's.
I'm impressed.
Now that's the perfect shot.
No, that's a selfie.
Oh, gosh.
That was
Oscar,
a
thank you.
super selfie.
Good to see you.
Oh, thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you. I
We'll see
appreciate
you
it.
throughout
We
the
hope
day.
that you guys will go ahead and pick this up so you can really capture those memories. Worth it.
So also, we always offer a square trade to cover the new camera, an extended service contract. So ask about that at E226725. And we have the Picture Keeper, 6,000 photo backup and organizer USB for your PC or mobile, 30